Hello everyone, how are you today? Today we discuss about globalization, why it is very important to be discussing now. Okay, the first question is globalization is having two sides, good aspect and bad aspect. Yes, of course, Lee. And we have an opinion if the globalization is having good aspect and bad aspect. Good aspect is globalization is a making the easy life to be connecting, especially about the relationship uh, for many countries uh, in informations, in economy, in trading. Many countries now to do the exchange of informations of anything. That's why it is a good, how to see globalization is having a broad perspective today. It is we can say that the good aspect of a globalization because it makes everything so easier than before. The technology of internet is a making everything now is a changing. It is a good for us, it is good for our mobility, it is a good for our job. Many countries need each other how to build a single system in the globalization, how to make the fair rules for many countries about how to make the deal of the single rule to manage the globalization playing now. The bad aspect is for the globalization there are two sides that we can see, especially about the power of the nations. Number one is the strong nation, and number two is the weak nation. For the strong nations such as America, England, Russia, China, they can give a lot of pressures to the weak nation, especially when we can see about the economy package to help the weak countries that we can call as developing countries, because many countries, especially developing countries, is a very depending on so much about the financial tickets uh, to build their country. It is not so good if a lot of pressures that we can see uh, will be changing with countries to follow about, yes, to follow about the developed country, or we can say that the strong nation about their national interests, especially about the economy and also technology for developed countries. They need to do that because the research in developed countries, they don't have much funding to support and to sustain their research facilities. And number two is why globalization is the center of the West power. Yes, for the first time, globalization uh, was made by American government in the Cold Era war. You should know that. That's why America is until now is having a great power to make a new world role in the world. After the war II, America is only the single power on the globalization, and we can say it as the, the globalization is created by American government to rule for the world. It is so simple reason that we can say it. Thank you.